Good afternoon, Johnny Cochran, licensed massage therapist, coming to you from my house in Kalispell, Montana, with a real brief update about COVID. My wife and I and my 29-year-old stepson all had COVID starting about November 14th. And the way I gauge that was my mom's birthday, which is on the 15th. That's how I remember it. It was very much like having just a flu that was bad enough that you couldn't go to work. That was my experience with it. I think I recovered maybe a little quicker than my wife and kid because I'm in better condition than they are. They tend to be very sedentary, and so their recovery, we were down for about 10 days. And, I'm coming back. I have a little congestion in my chest, a little bit of brain fog, which isn't unheard of for me, but I would sure like to get rid of that. So, as many of you know, I avoid my medical doctor like the plague. My go-to would be the naturopath first and the chiropractor and everything of that variety before I go to my doctor. And a few of the supplements that my naturopath suggested, which were key for us overcoming it, obviously we've all heard of ivermectin, right? There's a reason for this. This stuff works. These are capsules that I got from Evergreen Compounding Pharmacy here in Kalispell. That was super important to begin that regimen of taking these capsules orally early on, really soon after we realized that we had COVID. And the way I knew was that I lost my sense of taste and smell. I know that's cliche and that's one of the things you always hear, but other than that, it was just like having the flu. So one of the other keys was this supplement called quercetin, which boosts your immune system, among other things that you can see on the little microscopic print there. I love supplements, and I'm all about anything that's going to make me feel different or make me feel better, go stronger, longer, etc. This is something that I kind of considered, but it wasn't until I got COVID that I started taking it at the naturopath's suggestion. These are all things that can be purchased online at Amazon or the health food store. And you really truly get what you pay for when you buy supplements. So if you want a Costco body, buy Costco supplements. The other and maybe very most important key is copper. So early on in the pandemic, I realized that viruses can't live on copper. You think about fixtures in your bathroom, copper faucets, handles, things like that. And of course, these things get shuffled under the rug, by major medical people, but it stands to reason that if viruses can't live on copper on your faucet, if you can get copper into your system, then it'll probably kill the virus. So I take a multi-mineral supplement anyway, but it didn't have quite enough copper, so I purchased this. Again, the microscopic print, I can't tell exactly how much, how many milligrams it is, but this was key. This was important. And those are the three things that I would lay on the table as far as my learning experience with COVID. Hopefully that helps and I haven't bored you to death. So let's get out of my house here in Kalispell and get back to my office.